Colby is our Counting Crows fan. And so we have another Counting Crows reaction for today. And it is called Long December. So Colby did say that this song was the second hit of one of their albums. Their second album. Okay, so there wasn't a name for the album, but the second one. However, Colby feels that the live version we are going to react to today from 2006 is the best. And Adam absolutely delivered this one. So we are going to watch the October 2006 live version and we're going to enjoy it. So Counting Crows, I can only assume is not for everyone, but I actually really enjoy their music just because Adam has a very unique way of writing his music, and there's no way of you not knowing that he actually wrote a story. He wrote about a real life experience. So I think that is my favorite part about their music is I know for a fact this is real. And then yeah, he does have a beautiful voice. Their music, the visuals sometimes in some of the videos, I'm like, yes, this is abstract. I have no clue what's happening. But once you go and read the lyrics and you really go and unpack it and you try and piece things together, then your eyes are opened. So here we go. Counting Crows, Long December. Enjoy. Oh, heads up, this is an 8-minute 35-second song. Brace yourselves. Oh geez, he has changed since the last video I've seen of him.
Long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. Can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving, but the day goes by so fast.
This is like a story.
This one more day up in the canyons, and this one more night in Hollywood. If you think that I could be forgiven, I wish you would. Na, 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 na.
What did he do that warrants forgiving? That needs forgiving. That's a good turn.
Long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving, but now the days go by so fast. And it's one more day up in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. If you think that I could be forgiven, I wish you would. Na, 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 attaches to a girl.
Oh.
And it's one more day up in the canyons. Come on, Dan. And it's one more night in Hollywood. If you think you might come to California, well, I think you should.
He's jamming out there behind the piano.
I drove up to Hillside Manor sometime after 2 a.m. And we talked, and we talked, and we talked a little while about the year. I guess the winter makes you laugh a little slower, makes you talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. And it's been a long December, and there's reason to believe that maybe this year will be better than the last.
That's a confusing line.
I can't remember all the times I tried to tell myself to hold on to these moments as they pass. And it's one more day up in the canyon. And it's one more night in Hollywood. Man, it's been so long since I've seen the ocean. But I am feathered. I am feathered. I am feathered, I am feathered, and I guess I should. Na, 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 yeah. Na, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. And I said, na 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 na
Oh, I love this instrument. Concertina, ne? I don't know if it's English. I think Amerikaans is concertina. Oish. He really likes his dreadlocks. Oh, I see this in official music video. 28 million views. That tells you people know how to write music. Well, no. I'm going to take that back. Because there are certain artists which you should not even call them artists. Because all they do is hypnotize the world with their evil, demonic bullshit. Yet they've got millions and billions of freaking views on their stuff. So I am taking that back. Just because you have lots of views doesn't mean, you actually know what you're doing. Or that you have true intentions. So let's go and read the lyrics, because if you guys are anything like me, the first time I listened to Counting Crows, I could not tell what the hell he was singing. I had to go read the lyrics, because he doesn't articulate that well, so you need to almost be used to how he speaks. Okay. So, so hold on. During the song, you guys would have heard that I said, oh, that's confusing, a confusing line, because the entire time I thought he was singing about, maybe a lover or someone whom they either fell ill or something. That's why he was singing about a hospital. Like, that was very, very intentional. And then how he wishes that, sometimes when we separate from someone, or we go into different directions, and then all of a sudden we hear, oh, they passed away, or they were in an accident, or they had a near-death experience, or whatever the case might be, and then we try and think, oh, but what was the last thing we said to them? And sometimes you cannot remember how it is that you guys left off, even during breakups. Like, sometimes you don't remember what is the last thing that you said to that person. So that's why I kind of feel like, or I felt, all of this is like, I think he lost the lover to an illness or something. However, this last line, not this last line, but there was a line that completely threw me off. And then I realized, hold on, we need to look at this with different eyes. Yeah. So verse 3. So drove up hillside Mona sometimes after 2 a.m. and talked a little while about the year. I guess the winter makes you laugh a little slower, makes you talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. So now there's a third party, involved in this thing. So, or no, there has to be a third person, because I thought now for a second, wait, he's maybe the bystander and he's singing about two people, but it definitely isn't, because he did say, I can't remember all the times I tried to tell myself, or I wish you would know, or I can't remember the last thing that we said to each other. So I think we're dealing with three people here. Let's have a read. Let's see what I missed. Along December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. Don't we all do that? Like, come December, we're like, for fuck's sake, can the next year just be better, please? It's like, we're never satisfied with how the previous year's gone, because I think everyone's life happens, and life is most times a shit show. Anyways, so I can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving. Now the days go by so fast. Now that's the thing that made me feel like he lost someone. And it's one more day up in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. So I'm guessing, obviously they are always on the road. They are artists. I think he's bringing that in here. If you think that I could be forgiven, I wish you would. Now my question is, what did you do that needs forgiving? The smell of hospitals in winter, and the feeling that it's all a lot of oysters but no poles. That to me was so friggin', I'm not going to say profound, but that's a solid line. That is some real I think you kind of, you sit at the beach or you sit at a restaurant and you think about your life and you look at this oyster and you look and you realize, oh shit, but this oyster is kind of like my life. It's just J-Lo. It's a poor little heart beating, waiting for its death, but there's no pulse, there's no gems, there's no, magical things. And then you come up with this reference. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful, actually. Um, Twisty, dark, and sad, but it's beautiful. The fact that someone actually could come up with something like this. All at once, you look across a crowded room to see the way that light attaches to a goal. So again, we're in a hospital. This person who we're singing about, whom I thought was a girl or a lady, his lady, um, he or she is seeing this other girl across the room go into the light. I do find it interesting that he worded it this specific way instead of just say she passed on, but rather the light attaches to a goal. So, yeah, hold on. Maybe it was. So obviously, we are dealing with three people here. So maybe it's Adam, the singer. Then two people who could be potentially be a couple. I don't know. Let's go with a couple. So the man is the other one that we directly singing about, and then we have the girl who's touching the light, but also the girl that he addressed in verse 3. Potentially, let's see where this goes. Because now I can't remember what's in the rest of the verses. So all at once you look across a crowded room to see the way the light touches to a goal. No, but then maybe he would have said your goal. He would have, personalized it. I don't know. Maybe this is just a random goal. And it's one more day up in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. If you think you might come to California, I think you should. Okay, so we're dealing with separation or distance here. Drove up to Hillside, Maine sometime after 2 a.m. and talked a little while about the year. I guess the winter makes you laugh a little slower, makes you talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. You see? And it's about, no, and it's been a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember all the times I tried to tell myself to hold on to these moments as they pass. And it's one more day in the canyons, and it's one more night in Hollywood. It's been so long since I've seen the ocean, I guess I should. Hold on, didn't he sing something about I'm feathered? I'm feathered? I swear. Oh, but Colby, I think you've told me before in a previous reaction, Adam actually likes to change up the lyrics on stage, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, now I don't even know if I heard the last chords. I don't know. Hmm, interesting. Let's see if they say something here for us. A Long December is the Counting Crows hit single off of their second album, Recovering the Satellites. That's interesting. The song is about a friend of lead singer Adam Duritz who was run over by a vehicle and the pain that it caused him and the band. It is a song about looking back on your life but also looking forward to the bright future ahead. What future? I don't see that. Oh, well, just the part where you hope, or maybe the next year would be a better year. But now I'm still confused. Of lead singer Adam who was run over by a vehicle. So why did Adam keep on asking for forgiveness? Or you hope and wish that he could be forgiven. Surely he's not. Did he drive the car? I feel like there's a lot more to this. And where's this her coming in? Where's this other lady coming in? There's way more than what this suggests. Straight No Chaser does a slightly more up version of the song. Straight No Chaser. Who's that? Porque no pensé letras matricidas. Don't know what that is. Okay, Colby, we need information, please. We need information. If you can answer my questions, please, or if anyone can answer my questions, that would be awesome. Please do. You guys know how I feel about not knowing 100% what a song is about and then having to rest my brain and not, overthink it. So if you have comments, if you have more stories, talk to me, tell me, leave it in the comments, come tell me on Patreon, whatever. But this was nice. Thank you, Colby. It's been actually a long while since we've added to Counting Crows. So I'm glad I scheduled this one. You actually requested this in August of last year. So thank you. I wonder if this is the last one for you. I need to check if you have any other reactions. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Colby. I hope you enjoy this one. I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
We at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways,